Cyberpunks, and welcome back to Cyberpunk and More. I'm back again. The reason I haven't been uploading the last week is, kind of because I've been a bit of a lazy cunt and not wanted to upload. So, as you can probably tell, bit of a new setup. Hello. Got a lot of space now. And I could probably put all my books in here. Saying that, new books just come in, and I'll be showing that off in another video, but you'll have to wait until tomorrow to see that. Today we will be ranting. Ranting about D&D. Yes, I've done a video like this before, talking, I think it was about respecting your DM or something along those lines. And today we'll be talking about rule lawyering. Yes, I know, it's probably a topic that many of you know about, and probably have experienced in one way or another. See, I was a DM for a while, as you probably know. I basically ran Cyberpunk, ran HSD, and ran Deadlands Noir. I also ran a couple of D&D games. And the thing is, I've had rule lawyers before, and the thing is, sometimes rule lawyers can be massively helpful. I've played a game where we had a rule lawyer who went, oh, by the way, actually, your sword strike works like this, or your cleave works like that, and, it was quite useful. Because the thing is, the DM didn't know all the rules, and that was fine, and basically, the guy just went, oh, actually, I think, if you just, I'll look at it real quick, but I think the rules work that way. And he didn't do it all the time, and he wasn't constant, and he wasn't pushy either. He was like, do you want me to look that up for you? Because I think it works a bit differently in this, edition. And it was, really helped the game go forwards. And you just go, I'll search that up for you real quick. And the DM was like, oh, thanks, and it was very fine, very smooth, and well run. But the thing is, I had to deal with the other type of rules lawyer. The annoying rules lawyer. The person... So this person... Or should I say peoples? Who were in my game. They... didn't know the rules. I didn't really know the rules as... I probably should have known the rules better. I'll put my hands up at that. But I say, I probably should have looked at stuff a little bit more and put a little more time and effort into it. But that's why I want to run Cyberpunk again now, because I think I have gotten that down. I think I'm able to do that now. But that is to be seen when we can decide a date to do it. But honestly, having a rule lawyer in your game who keeps constantly going on and on and on. Oh, actually, I don't think shooting works like that. Oh, does armor work like that in this game? Oh, I think armor works like this. Oh, I think jumping works like this. Oh, I think running works like this. Oh, this works like this. Oh, should you have told us this? Shouldn't you have told us that? And it's like, well, no. I don't think the rule... Like, the thing is, in the end, I was second-guessing myself constantly. Like, does it work like that? Does shooting work like that? Did I read it wrong? I was constantly going back to the book every single time. They were like, oh, does this work like this? Does it work like that? And it got to the point where I got really annoyed with them. But there's a constant rule lawyer like that, especially in a game which is new and they haven't done before. Just give the DM, the DM says he's just picked this up, and it's probably going to take him a little while, so just give him some slack. If your DM has just picked up the game, you don't constantly be writing about what happens if I use a spear. It's like going, oh, what happens when I use a spear of fire against a ogre with fire resistance, but I have a special thing that allows it to bypass certain things if I roll. Which dice do I roll for that, and how much damage does it do, and so on and so forth. Your DM probably doesn't know why, oh, how much fire damage does it do? Oh, how much fire damage do I do? Also, if it has fire resistance, do I do half or quarter damage if it has double fire resistance? Or can things get double fire resistance? Or do you know how armor class works? How many armor class can I go up? This, that. If you're barraging a DM with questions, in the end he's just going to tell you to fuck off. It's very simple. So when it comes to rules lawyers, as a DM, from the DM's point of view, if they're helpful, like the first one, who goes, yeah, this is, I think that might be different. Shall I check it up for you? And, you know, they don't really interrupt anything. Okay, they go, hey, I think that might be a bit different in this. I think armor class might work differently in this game. Do you mind if I check it up on my phone? And that's someone who's nice. But if someone's constantly barraging you with questions, one after another, constantly in the game, making the game slow down because you're having to check through a book every 10 minutes, yeah, a very easy way to deal with them, and it might not be the best way, they might be friends with you, but the easiest way to deal with it is just to tell them, fuck off. Shut up, fuck off, you know. Because the thing is, they won't stop until they're told to stop. And if that means just shouting at PCs, that's fine. If you have to shout at your players to get them to stop, then they'll stop. And it's not, you know, some people might say it's bad shouting at your players. I will agree that you should never shout at your players unless it is absolutely necessary. You know, if the room's too loud for you just to talk over them and tell them to be quiet, then yes, you may shout, shut up, or be quiet, I'm trying to get on with stuff. But if a rules lawyer constantly keeps hammering you with questions, just go, I don't know, you search them up. You know, if you really want to do it, look on your phone. Because, you know, it's like, I believe the rules work like this, and I'm going to end up spending 10 minutes looking in the book, so no. Sorry, but you can look up that specific rule that you really, really want to know. You know, and in the end, I end up saying, you know, I don't know the ruling. I don't know the ruling exactly, but this is how the ruling, I remember it going, so we're just going to use that until the end of the session. And some people might say, well, that's bad, because you should have done the research over it. And I did. I looked at the book, and it said, it was very iffy in its description. It was very kind of like, interpret it 16 ways, and it's meant to be done one. You know, I think you might have seen it before, like, oh, if, it's like, a gun fires 40 bullets and does 1d6 damage, but does it do 1d6 damage per bullet, or 1d6 damage for the entire thing? But it's a minigun, so does it do, you know, it's not a rifle, it's a minigun, so does it do 1d6 damage for every single bullet, or 1d6 damage for the entire thing? And the thing is, I've had people complain when I said, you know, you can't do X amount of bullets, you have to do what it says on the card. That's what the weapon does. It's like, you know, it full autos, it has a magazine of 30 and it full autos of 15. You can't fire 10 bullets. And, you know, and I've had people complain about that, and I've just said to them, tough luck. It does that, and if you're going to complain about it, you can do it all you like. It's not going to change my mind. You're going to be firing off the same amount of bullets as on the card. Now, if you can come up with a way to deal with that and make it different and, you know, make it balanced, sure. Until you can do that, you can't. Anyway, yeah, that's just kind of me moaning about rule lawyers for the last 8 or so minutes. So, for the last minute here, I will quickly explain something. As you probably can see, new area. And beforehand, I had about 60 centimetres to settle myself in and sit cross-legged, and it really wasn't pleasant. Now, this might not be professional, but I've got about pretty much an entire bedroom spanned of space, which is quite nice. So I can literally just, if I felt like it, I can lay down, probably. I mean, I am pretty tall, but yeah, I can actually lay down here. That's quite nice. It's nice and relaxing. Anyway, yeah, I'll probably be doing some more Cyberpunk videos to come soon because of that new book I've got in. Ooh, I wonder what it is. I've got some more books coming in as well, which is even better. So you can be certain I will do more videos about that, and just kind of talking about books and how I feel about them. So, until next time, keep on the edge, you cyberpunks. Ta-ra.